Well, the Southwell Group is a global solution provider on climate change and sustainability. We help businesses, cities, the financial sector, but also national governments to become more climate friendly, to become more sustainable. So I'm meeting with all these clients here, evaluate existing actions, how we support them in the past, and how we can even do more in the future. My particular focus, as you said, is cities and climate finance. So we help cities to have better access to financial sector, both public and private investors. So we help them to get access to these investors to make their projects more bankable, more the kind of way that the financial sector likes to have them. And we have some events with them and to show the world what we're doing and how we can do it more.
Okay, because here a bit less than 200 countries are negotiating, but there is no representative of major cities in the world. Do you think we should maybe negotiate directly with city administration more than countries?
Well, the way this is set up, the UNFCCC, these negotiations are a negotiation between governments, but cities have their say, they have raised their voice, they have shown they're ready for 2020, they have shown they're ready to reduce about 1 gigaton of CO2 by 2020. So there's a lot of actions, even though they're not directly, cannot directly decide what's going on here. And I think that's also an important message for the world here. There are many actors that are ready for 2020. That's why we have set up this platform, readyfor2020.com, because cities have shown their commitments. Also, investors have shown they're willing to invest trillions. And the only thing negotiators have to do here is to set to show the right message to the world and say, yes, we're going to support you. We're going to have the right incentives so we can do even more. I mean, just for cities, for one example, we have now just launched cityactions.org, which is a global climate action platform for cities that show all events that are going on for cities, all actions. And you see there's so much going on. So there's a lot of momentum here. So what the negotiators like country governments can do is just to support that, to enhance, even more enhanced business actions and city actions.
Okay, so are you expecting something special about concerning cities in this negotiation, in this binding agreement we are supposed to find here in COP21? Do you think that's something must directly talk about cities?
Well, certainly it's important for negotiators to acknowledge what cities are already doing, to acknowledge the role of cities, because in the past it has not been that strong. So they should certainly acknowledge that and also say, we are going to help you with the right incentives, but also maybe with better access to finance. At the moment, just roughly 10 to 30% of international climate finance is going to cities. So, the finance we're talking about here in these negotiations, while cities actually emit 70% of emissions worldwide. So clearly, there's here something to be done, and negotiators should certainly acknowledge that and take the right steps that we move forward in terms of investments in cities, particularly the ones supported by international climate funds.
Okay, so what kind of solution do you propose to change the city and to make it more green? Like green buildings, new kind of road, I don't know. Is there any solution you will recommend to the negotiators?
Well, there are a lot of solutions out there. I mean, energy efficient buildings is a clear example. You can even make money with that if you invest in energy efficient building, public transport, decentralized waste solutions. We have some events here going on at the Cities and Regions Pavilion on Sunday, 5th of December at 5:30, where we show a specific solution in a city in Indonesia, public transport. All these measures make sense, and the only thing international negotiators have to do is maybe also acknowledging in their finance pledges that they particularly also will be supporting cities, and this will enhance these actions.
Okay, and do you have any expectation for this COP? Do you think it's gonna find out something?
Well, I'm quite optimistic. Particularly compared to Copenhagen, I think we're in a better starting point. Shorter negotiation text, also more commitment from the start from head of state. So it looks really great. If you look at this, there's still a lot of things to overcome. If you have so many countries negotiating here, so just one of two can block everything. But I'm quite optimistic we'll have something here. Maybe it's quite a weak outcome here in terms of just acknowledging what countries have done and reviewing their actions from time to time, but still that's a major achievement, and if we can get the right signal out of Paris, it will help businesses, cities and also national governments to even do more in the next 5 years.
So you are more expecting the world to take a new direction than a binding agreement, efficient binding agreement?
Well, I think the world is in the right direction, and what the COP1 can do is even accelerate this kind of transformation to a low-carbon economy. At worst, if there is no outcome of Paris, a really bad outcome of Paris, so a really weak one, it may actually slow down the current momentum we have. So Paris is a huge opportunity for us, but still there's so many cities, businesses and governments are ready for 2020. If you just look at what they have pledged before Paris, that independent of Paris, action will go on until 2020 and beyond. But
Okay.
we can accelerate and make it faster here.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thanks a lot.